Welcome back to Makeup and Motorsports, your place for hot takes about hot laps while creating hot looks. Today we are on our countdown till lights out. We are less than 80 days, almost 70 days to Formula One's 2025 start. So I thought for the next 10 weeks or so, we're basically going to do one look for every team colors, since we don't know the liveries for this year because they aren't going to be released until I think it's the 18th of February with that Formula One massive event. So today we're going to start off going from the back of the grid forward. And today we're going to start off with Kick F1 Steak Sour. So let's get our formation lap on. And foundation lap is done. So we're going to do kind of a green and black, maybe floating eyeliner movement. We're not sure yet. I'm going to primarily be using the Surge palette from Plaid Bunny because I love that thing. And I am going to take some inspiration from Deviana, I think is how you pronounce her name. She's one of my favorite Formula One content creators, honestly. And she talked about her ins and outs for Formula One for 2025. And I was like, you know what? I love that. I already did my prediction. So now I want to talk about what shit I want to see and what shit I don't want to see. So starting off after priming my eyes, things I want to see. I want to see even penalties for everybody. She had talked about stop and go penalties. I was like, girl, that's pop off queen. Love that. Love that. But I just think that inconsistent penalties are making the sport kind of catty, and I don't like it. If that's out, what I want in is people not judging people for getting into Formula One through non-traditional means. That means TikTok, Drive to Survive, a podcast, GQ article. However, if you get into Formula One, not just by watching races, but because you saw something else and you're like, oh, what is that about? Come, join, have fun. Let's watch races together. What is going to be out is going to be shaming people for not having gone to a race. Grand Prix are expensive and a luxury. I think I saw a statistic somewhere that said that 99% of Formula One fans will never have gone to a Formula One race. I live in Las Vegas. It is the most expensive Grand Prix in the States. I cannot afford to go. I live comfortably, but I cannot afford to go to a Formula One Grand Prix. I am also a single mom. That is a lot to ask of somebody. So if watching at home does not make me as big of a fan because I can't go to a Formula One, you can hit the gravel and bugger off because we're not about that here. Here's a hot take for you. Something that's going to be in for me is going to be shopping from small businesses for like fan merch. Why? Because again, Formula One is a luxury. It is expensive. If you can't afford a $70 t-shirt from McLaren or Williams or Ferrari, but you can afford a $35 t-shirt from a small business, that's pretty simple. Why are we going to hate on that? Why are we not going to say, yes, you support Formula One in a way that makes financial sense to you? Do it. I love that you have a Formula One hair bow instead of a $70 long sleeve t-shirt. I love that you had a pink Formula One sweatshirt that you made that has your favorite driver's number on it. Like, do that. Things that are going to be out. Political figures in the paddock. I thought this was an FIA rule, and I am a little concerned with the state of the world and having political figures inside of the paddock. We already know that Formula One is very much a millionaire's fun activity, but if there is a separation of church and state in our government, can we have a separation of political and players. Can we have a separation of political and players? Because I use Formula One to escape. So I don't need to be seeing political leaders meddling. I don't like that. I'm not about that. This is kind of a in and out. Allowing drivers to trash talk each other respectfully. I think doing it in a mean manner, not about it. No, we don't need mean girls. But having fun, yes. Let drivers have fun. And if you're asking me how I do my eyeliner like that every time, honestly, I hold my breath and pray. Just like a tire strategy that you are praying will last you for an extra couple laps, I just hold my breath and pray. But I kind of do, you know what? Ooh, that's what I'm gonna add. I'm gonna use one of my sugar marks. So that's like in and out. In is going to be Formula One watch parties. Let's have fun. Again, let's create every Grand Prix to have an experience to it, even if you weren't there. Now, a lot of times for us here in the States, Grand Prix are at like 3 a.m. in the morning. Sometimes we get them not at 3 a.m. in the morning though. And I would love to be able to go to a bar and watch a Formula One race and meet people and have fun. I think Formula One parties, that's an in. The out is going to be taking the word from one tweet and having it be the quote unquote Bible for Formula One news. No. Unless it is confirmed by a team itself, a team principal, a driver, or the FIA themselves, I'm not gonna listen. There has been too many times of rumors taking over the paddock, taking away from racing, and kind of being annoying, especially when they aren't true. In is going to be consuming as much Formula One media as you want and not letting anybody shame you for it. You want to listen to 14 different podcasts and watch in multi-viewer? Do it. You just want to watch the race, not the free practices and qualies? Do it. Some weeks I can watch every free practice and qualifiers. Some weeks I can't. Some weeks I am just so tired I cannot stay awake. In is rooting for multiple drivers and or teams because you love the sport. Out is hating multiple drivers because of bullshit. It's kind of a two-pronged thing. You are okay to be a fan of Red Bull, but also a Lando fan. You're okay to be a Max Verstappen fan, but also a Lewis Hamilton fan. You can have multiple favorites. It's okay. I can still be a historical New England Patriots fan, but then also root for the Chiefs. It is 100% okay to do that. What it's not okay to do is say, you can't. You don't live in my brain. You don't get to tell me what I can and cannot do when it comes to Formula One. I'm now going over that black wing with the Colourpop. What is this one? It's the BFF cream gel liner, like the duochrome one. I don't even know what shade it is because it's like so worn down on the label, but it's the green one. In is teams participating in each other's social medias. We saw how well that worked before, and why not? I love it. I love it. I think it is so silly and fun. Out is going to be hate accounts on social media. Why? Why are we doing that? Why on Beyonce and Taylor Swift's internet are we being mean girls? Like, don't do that. I think we're gonna go back to the Surge palette and I'm gonna find the like champagne color. Yeah, we're gonna use the color Flash, which is like this beautiful champagne color. And we're gonna pop it in the inner corner. In is using Formula One to learn about other motorsports and enjoying them however you would like. If Formula One gets you into Formula One Academy, Formula 2, 3, 4, Formula E, WEC, Le Mans, amazing. If it's getting you into IndyCar, go for it. You should be allowed to like whatever sports you want. This vibe, ooh, that just brightened up the entire look. Yeah. And just for shits and giggles, we're gonna go with a green lip. Out is gonna be hating on the Formula One movie before it even comes out. It's not meant to be 100% accurate. It's like Drive to Survive. It's another form of media that gives the world a glimpse into Formula One, but is not 100% like about Formula One. Then tap some lime green eyeshadow onto the top of it. Yeah, that's fine. So going back in with that. Wait, why is that kind of fire? I need like a little bit more. There it is. I just needed to like fix that little nugget of a lip curve. And then just for shits and giggles, I'm going to use the shade Limitless from the same Blend Bunny palette. Let's do some highlight and contour real quick. We'll talk about my biggest in and out for Formula One this upcoming year. My biggest out is going to be, my biggest out is going to be hating on Formula One because you think it makes you cool. Let's not do that. Let's not. There's no need. My biggest in for 2025 for Formula One is making friends through Formula One. I personally want to make Formula One friends both online and in person because it's so a thing of, because it's so much like something that brings me joy. And I think when you find something that brings you joy, you should 100% chase that dopamine in a respectful way that makes sense for you. So I think for me, I really want to make more friends because of Formula One. And I want to make friends in Vegas. Like I want to be able to like have watch parties and like hang out with people and have text groups and all that. So that's kind of also why I created Makeup and Motorsports, is because it's a way for me to connect with other makeup lovers and Formula One lovers, because I'm hoping there's a large crossover over there, especially now that like Formula One Academy is becoming even bigger and they have sponsorships with cosmetic brands. You have e.l.f. doing advertisements for the NFL. So I am hoping that 2025 is the year that I make more Formula One friends. I have made a few and I cherish them deeply. So here's to hoping that this year I can make more. And yes, I didn't talk a lot about like Steak's history, because if you want to learn more about the history of a team, please go find a historian. I am not going to be that person for you. I'm going to be creating silly makeup looks based on liveries, teams, events, races, things like that. Like, who else is going to talk about Formula One and wear a green lipstick? No. Call me your Grid Glows L. And if you're old enough to know that reference, please be my friend. Please, because that's just peak. So there you have it, our green and black Steak Kick Sauber inspired looks. I had the little green earrings. These are from Shop Kilke. They're little green suckers, which I thought was really cute. I will see you guys for next week's Williams inspired Formula One look. As always, all of my social media is listed. All the products are listed. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them. And it's lights out, and I'll see you guys next time. Deuces.